Hello viewers, welcome to our today's tutorial. Today we are going to solve our Fiverr Photoshop CC 2017 test. So let's begin. So first of all, you must note that we have 40 MCQs and we have 40 minutes of time to solve this. And the most important thing is that there can be more than one options correct. Here it is mentioned. So let's move towards the test. And we must ensure that will never click anywhere around the test window for taking our test, because if we do so, that then our test will be automatically cancelled. So I have clicked here and we are going to start our test. So here is our first question. How can you cancel rendering in the 3D mode? By pressing Ctrl Alt F4 no, clicking the close icon never, by clicking escape option yes. This is our true answer. So next, what happens when you click status in the history palette? So here is our second question. All the actions will undone no. And now the third option, second option, third option, and our fourth option. So here is all the actions will all done after the selected status. So click it on and next. Which of the following keyboard is used to go more than one step backward? Control plus Z, no, it will go just one step backward. Control plus Alt plus Z, yes, this is our correct option. So next question. What is a typical measurement tool unit in Adobe Photoshop? Here, this is a very important and tricky question. Most of us think that whenever we are going to work, that we are using mostly pixels. This is, you must all remember that pixels are not the each and every baseline in the Adobe Photoshop. So here we have the correct answer is the point. Point is the size measurement tool unit in Adobe Photoshop. So next question. Which of the following steps shows an example in SVG open type feature in CC 2017? So we have different sets. So read out the first set and read out the second set. Then we have going to read the second set, and then we are going to read third set, and that is select type tool, select emoji 1 font in the glyphs panel. Yes, this is our right answer. So next, which of the following instances do not create new layer automatically? First of all is drawing with a pencil or brush tool. Yes, this is our right answer. So next, how will you select area marquee tool as shown in the given image? So here we have come that this is our image. Now here, holding the shift key and selecting area, holding shift control plus shift no, holding control plus alt no, holding control plus M no. Here we have the answer, holding shift key and selecting that area. Now, how does magic eraser tool works? First option, recognizing the pixels with the same color. Yes. Second is recognizing the pixels with same color that are connected, and third is by the color range, and the fourth one is by bright or dark pixels. So here our first option is correct, that is by recognizing the principal pixels in the same color. So now move next towards our next question. Name the enriched tool given in the image. So this is the tool we have. Is it healing brush tool? Yes. Now the second is it spot healing brush tool? And the third one is it our patch tool? And the fourth one is it our none of the above given in here? So our answer is patch tool. So next, here the circle is given in the image on top layout of two shapes. If both shapes are merged, what will happen to the shape effects? Since we have that our circle is above the rectangle, the rectangle will have same effects as the circle will have same effects as the rectangle. Both shapes will have the same, will lose their effects. Okay, now the over object over we have circle above the rectangle. So here it must be noted that the effect we are going to place on circle will also affect on the rectangle, and hence here our answer will be that the rectangle will have same effects as that of the circle. So option C is correct. Now next, 11. What will happen if you hold down the Alt key and drag an object to another point? It will duplicate object without any effect or style. It will duplicate object with all effect and style. The new layer, the objects will just move to another point. It will duplicate the object with all effect and style in the same layer. Now here, when we press the Alt key and drag an image, our object will be duplicated with all the effects in the same layer. So next, how does magic wand tool recognizes the color limit? Per centimeter, per pixels, per points, per inches. Now we have to note that how our magic tool is going to recognize the color limit. Per pixel, per point, per inches, and per centimeters, as we have gone through it. So our right answer will be the per pixels. So click over here and move forward. Next, now if an image DPI dots per inch size is lower than canvas or document's DPI size, then the image will be bigger than the canvas or document. The image will show smaller than canvas or document. The image will be strengthened to canvas or document. The image DPI will change. So we have if an image DPI, it does mean that our image is dots per inch. So what will be our answer? So now here for this, our right answer will be our option number 2. The image will show smaller than canvas or document. So next, now move forward. What does the warning icon in the color picker palette mean? Here is the warning symbol. Here you can see in the photo, and now it does mean that the selected color is not printable. So let's move next. Which of the following is the correct way to apply an overlay color on a rasterized object? Select an object and change the foreground color. Create an empty layer above the object and fill it with paint bucket. And then right click on the object layer and use blending option. Hold Alt key and select the object layer, then pick color in the swatches palette. Since our object is rasterized, so that does mean it is directly editable. So we will change, right click on the object layer and use blending option, not required. Create an empty layer, not required. So select the object and change foreground color, not required. So here our right answer will be right click on the object layer and choose blending options. So move next. In timeline, what is the difference between position and transform? So our first is transform is used for smart objects, text layers. Position is used for rasterized layers. No. And position is used for smart objects. Text layer will transform used to rasterize layers. No. Position transforms are the same. No. So our answer will be the none of the above. Next. Which of the following options show the changes you make on an image in liquify mode? That is show backdrop, show mask, revert, show image. Which of the following options so show the changes you made on object in liquify mode? Show backdrop, show mask, revert, show image. So here our right answer will be the show mask. Now, which of the following is not a type of adjustment layer? First is gradient map, second is curves, third is shadow or highlights, fourth is selective color. Here our right answer is shadows or highlights. Now the next question. How can you zoom in and out of the images? By using zoom tool in top tools panel? Yes, for sure. By using zoom tool in the view menu? Yes, for sure. By using alt key plus mouse wheel? Yes, sure. And fourth option will be correct, that all the above can be used. So next. Yes, which filter has been used in the given image? Distort, wave. So let's first of all see the image. It is our image and it is very clear. It is very clear from the image. Distort, that it has been distorted. And what is which type of it has it been distorted? Either it's wave, twill, ripple, and this is our answer is distort and wave. So we will move next. Which of the following tools help in making a section of an image brighter? Smudge, burn, dodge, sharpen. So our image is always made brighter by using the dodge tool. So option C is correct. What happens when you hold alt key and move an object with arrow keys? Object size will change? No. The object will change its position? No. Object will duplicate rapidly, object will squeeze. We have hold alt and moving an object with arrow keys, it means our image will be duplicated object. So option C is the right answer. So next. So the layer panel provides which of the following options? Create new layer, add layer style, add layer mask. Yes, it provides all of these, so option D is correct. Now, how can you activate the timeline panel? By selecting it from Windows menu. It must be chosen in Photoshop preference. By changing the workspace profile. None of the above. We're definitely selecting it from Windows menu. So next. The new feature in Photoshop CC 17 replaced the Define Edge tool. It allows you to work on the background of an image, such as applying blur effect. Which tool we are referring to? Camera raw tool, lens correction, select and mask focus area. And this is our C option is correct, that is select and mask. By changing size of an image, which element is resized? Selected layer, backgrounds, all layers except locked layer. Definitely when we have changed the size of an image, our all layers will be resized. So option C is correct. So next. Here, which of the following types of computer graphics mathematical formula to draw lines, shapes and create digital images? Bitmap, vector. Yes, both of these used. So our option C is correct, that is both A and B. So our next question. Which of the following image helps in retouching scars, scratches on an image? Patch tool, clone stamp tool, healing brush tool, all of the above. So here all these three things are used for this purpose. So our last option, all of the above, is the correct. So we will choose option D. all of the above. Next, what is Postscript in the Adobe Photoshop? It is ability to run web page code in Photoshop, plugin to export images with HTML code, page description language for printing documents with laser printers, and adoption language for scripting in timeline. And here our option C is correct. Page description language for printing document. Yes, we will choose option C. And next, how will you delete the layer? Select the layer and delete layer in right click menu. Select the layer, press Ctrl plus D, double click the layer you want to delete, hold shift key and click on layer you want to ignore. Here our first option is correct. Select the layer and click delete layer in right click menu. So next, how can you sharpen an image without changing the color? Number one is change sharpen tool, blend to luminosity, create a layer mask before using the sharpen tool, hold the control key and use sharpen tool. No, first select the area with laser tool and make it sharpen. No. So here our option A, change sharpen tool, blend to luminosity, is correct. So next, how can you keep an image ratio in free transform? So by holding control plus shift key, by holding alt plus shift key, by holding shift key, by holding alt plus control key. So it is a very interesting question. Here we have to keep our image ratio in the free transform. So here our right answer is by holding the shift key. So next, now select the most appropriation definitions of the paint bucket tool. Fills an area around pixel with a color, you select yes, it does so. Paint bucket tool fills entire document with the color, you select no. Paint bucket tool fills the layers in document with color, you select no. So our only option A is correct with the color you select. Fills an area. Yeah, next, which of the following is the main file format in the Adobe Photoshop? As we all know, it is just .psd is the basic format of Photoshop. So next, which of the following is the default workspace in the Adobe Photoshop? It is graphic, motion, essentials, and the painting. Graphic, motion, essentials, and painting. So as we know that basically the Photoshop is our graphic software and it deals with the graphics at all the time. So we just have a photon graphics, motions, essentials, and painting. But here our default workspace is always essentials. Remember it. So next, Photoshop is a dash-based graphic software. Vector, raster, both, and be neither. It is very simple. Photoshop is a raster-based graphic software, while Illustrator is a vector-based software. So here our answer is the Photoshop is a raster-based graphic software. Now next, which of the following set of steps creates a new layer? Click on create new layer icon in the layers panel. Yes. On menu bar, click layer new and layer then. Yes, it does. Plus shift plus control plus N. Yes, it is. So here our option D, all the above, is correct. Which tool in the blending options should be used to add an outline to text and shapes? We are going to add outline to text and shape. So number one is the outer glow, and number second is drop shadow. Drop shadow is never acceptable as it just drops our shadow. Number third option is stroke, and number fourth option is outliner. So we have, as we have all used Photoshop, so I think every one of us is sure of that outliner is not any software available in the not any command available in the Photoshop. So we have two options to choose from. Now option number 3 is stroke and option number 1 is outer glow. So here our correct answer will be the stroke. So next, what will happen if you hold the control key while transforming our text? It will transform the text while keeping the ratio. It will transform the text from right and left at the same time. It will transform the text from top and bottom same time. It gives a choice to user to decide how to transform text with multiple points. Yes, then our option D is correct. So next, through the following sets of steps should be followed to copy a layer style to another layer. So here we have 4 options. Right click on the layer style and copy layer style and paste it on the layer style, other layer. And the second one is drop down to the layer style and then with right click of the mouse. And the third option is hold the alt key and drag and drop down the layer. And our fourth option is both A and C are correct. So as we are going to copy our layer style to the second layer, which of the option is going to be correct? Now we have 4 options. So here our option A is not correct and option B drag and drop not correct, and our option C is correct. So we will click on our option C and we'll check the result. And since this is our last question of our quiz, so we are going to select our option number C, and our option D was both A and C. So we have again to look at the option A. Right click on layer style, copy layer style and paste on. Yes, this is our correct option. So this is correct and this is correct. So our answer is D. Both A and C are correct. So let's move next. And we have finished our test. So we will click yes. It will take hardly your 15 to 20 minutes to complete your test. So we have passed our test with 8 score out of 10. So we will continue without feedback. Thank you for watching my tutorial. So stay tuned for more exciting and good tutorials.